Hi, I'm Vineet Relia and you're watching Supertech Presents Real Estate TV. First, a look at this week's news updates on the real estate sector. The controversial real estate bill that seeks to regulate the realty business was put off on Tuesday indefinitely after united opposition insisted on sending it to a select committee of parliament in Rajya Sabha, where the ruling NDA is in a minority. The real estate amendment bill was listed for consideration and passing. However, as the opposition members objected, Housing and Poverty Alleviation Minister Venkaiah Naidu assured the House that the bill will only be presented after consultations with various parties. For more than 50,000 apartment buyers in Noida who are hoping to take possession of their completed home soon, the wait is likely to get longer. The Environment Ministry is yet to take a final call on how far the boundary of the eco-sensitive zone around the Okhla Bird Sanctuary will extend to. It was decided late last year that the eco-sensitive zone around the sanctuary would be redesignated, shrinking it down to 100 meters on 3 sides, where several real estate projects are impacted. The Environment Ministry was to notify the draft notification that would allow the Noida Authority to start giving completion certificates to builders, but there have been no significant developments yet. The aftermath of any natural calamity leads to the awareness of customers, which results in them asking for information from their respective builders. There is a need to create increasing awareness on the risk perceptions from the safety point of view for each of the cities. It should be noted that out of the 648 districts in the country, more than 200 are multi-disaster prone, reports internet portal Magic Bricks. Even as the country faces a shortage of 19 million houses, around 10.2 million completed units are lying vacant, which can be absorbed under the rental housing program for weaker sections, according to property consultant CBRE. According to the Ministry of Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Bihar, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka and Gujarat constitute about 76% of this urban housing shortage. India's largest realty firm DLF is likely to raise about 3,600 crore rupees this quarter through the issue of securities backed by its IT SEZ as part of its strategy to replace costlier debt. DLF also plans to launch its first Real Estate Investment Trust or REIT this fiscal to monetize its commercial assets. However, the company was waiting for the Securities Appellate Tribunal judgment on the SEBI order banning DLF from accessing the capital market for 3 years. That's all that we have time for this week. Up next is our showcase story on the Yamuna Expressway. This 165-kilometer long, 6-lane controlled access expressway which connects Delhi with Agra is not just about cutting travel time, but there is a bigger picture in the making. The Taj Expressway project was conceived with the idea of reducing the travel time between Delhi and Agra way back in the year 2001. This 165-kilometer Yamuna Expressway project was completed by the JP Group in 2012.
It's the biggest, longest highway of the country.
165-kilometer long expressway was made and inaugurated in 2012, August 2012. This was developed by concessionaire JP Associates.
Getting the arterial infrastructure going was just the first step in the journey towards the desired planned urbanization for this region.
If we look at the process of urbanization and urban spread in large developed countries around their mega cities, you will find that people drive 1.5 hours, 2 hours from the downtown also for their to the place where they live.
Connectivity is extremely important. Wherever, if you look at any transport connectivity, be it metro, be it highways, the property prices in those areas have gone up because it provides that extra supply, provides people that opportunity to move to cheaper locations and live a better quality of life.
Eventually, real estate sells where there's connectivity and where there are job opportunities, where there's a ease of travel from work to home. Yamuna Expressway is actually going to be a feeder corridor for the DMIC. Today you have that road up and running, and I think it's the best highway across the country. You don't have such a road anywhere in the country.
Yamuna Expressway Industrial Development Authority was established in 2001 under an act of UP government, and this is basically constituted for giving access for joining Delhi to Agra by a shortest route.
Noida Expressway is a long project. It's a project which connects Noida to Agra. And on the both sides of that, there is a planning for various kind of services like residential, industrial, institutional, large colleges, night safari. We already have the Formula One Budh International Circuit. So it's a destination of future where already a lot of action is happening in terms of more affordable housing. If you want to look for apartments for less than 30 lakh rupees, I think it's a great location.
As far as the infrastructure is concerned, I think one of the best infrastructure available entire India, you can say in Yamuna Expressway. In terms of distance, just like we go to the foreign places, foreign country, they always give you the distance in time, 25 minutes drive, 30 minutes drive. And if you see that only 25-minute drive from the Kalandi Kuch. In terms of the distance, in terms of the infrastructure, road, Greater Noida Expressway and the Agra Expressway, no red light is there, only you take 25 minutes to reach the Yamuna.
The Yamuna Expressway cuts down travel time between Delhi and Agra by half. It is equipped with the latest technologies to ensure that the transit is safe and effective. But to achieve all this and urbanize it further, land acquisition was the first hurdle.
Land acquisition is one of the most critical and widely talked about, and I think one of the most difficult aspects of the entire real estate piece. In fact, clearly we divide real estate into two parts. One is the land aggregation piece, one is the development piece.
Land is the raw material for what we do. So therefore, if land acquisition is becoming so difficult and so cumbersome, there is going to be a challenge. There is going to be a short supply of land. And when there is a short supply of land, naturally whatever stock there is in the market, it will keep appreciating in value. It will be sold at much higher prices.
Land aggregation is something which I think, like Noida Authority was always perceived to be very good in it, but we saw the cases and we've seen that the model has fallen through. So I think somewhere the government needs to at the center and the state level, because this is again a subject which falls under federal as well as state government level.
We have acquired some 12,000 hectare land for different land uses. This includes housing, this includes industry, this includes amusement sector.
Yamuna Expressway as an authority, I think one of the richest authority in terms of the land bank. And especially after the Land Acquisition Act, I think no development authority or the government is able to acquire such a huge land. Because Yamuna Expressway Authority has a plot more than 1,000 hectares each plot.
We are trying to purchase land directly by negotiating with farmers. The compensation rate is very handsome amount we are giving as compensation. And we are also giving some developed land for Avadi sites. It's a 7% developed land to the farmers for the Avadi sites.
Apart from numerous townships that are coming up in and around the Yamuna Expressway, Supertech 2 is coming up with two major projects within a 200-acre plot, which promises infrastructure that of an independent township along with affordability.
We have announced the two projects along with this Yamuna Expressway and with the authority of Yamuna Expressway Authority. We have announced one project upcountry which is adjoining to the Yamuna Expressway of 100 acres. It's an integrated development, and we are constructed of around 8,000 apartments, which include the villas, which include the platted development and the good development of a school, hospital and police station and other facility. Parallelly, we are developing this villa, exclusive villa all around this sea beach. Actually, we are making the villa around the sea beach. This concept we brought in India from Italy. The people and the architect has come from Italy. they are making all development in upcountry.
Upcountry's luxury cluster, which houses flats and villas in and around a clubhouse which has all around it an artificial sea beach. The 500 villas are Spanish style in architecture and are surrounded by Roman styled castles. This project also has 15,000 budget apartments that start from rupees 25 lakh onwards.
We have tie-up with the Maricom to put one sports academy, this boxing academy with the Maricom. So this is also under construction. So Maricom is usually visiting this academy, and hopefully will start another a year time.
Another of Supertech's prime property is the 100-acre area golf country project. This is perhaps the first property in and around Noida where precast constructed flow technology has been implemented.
We brought this golf village of 100 acre, 25 acre, out of the 100 acre, 25 acre is reserved for the golf course. Golf course is ready. In the last 1 year we have completed the golf course, and the one area we are developing with the villas of 150 square yard to 500 square yard, and one area we have started golf village. It's an area of apartment. We are making 8,000 apartment, and all apartment is built by the precast technology. We have the factory with us. We are having the production in the factory, and we are simply placing into the position. By using of precast technology, we can save the time, we can give the fast delivery, we can reduce the cost also, and we can have the timely delivery, because we can construct the 5 million square feet area in a year time with this technology. So this area is going very nicely. And one area we have reserved for the Disney. We have tied up with the Disney World by means of their Disney character. We are having this interior designing with them, and landscaping designing, and apartment designing. So their Disney team is working with us to give their input in interior designing. This project is also part of the golf country.
In Disney there is something, everything for every age group. So we thought Disney is a very apt brand for such kind of development, and we contacted Disney about it, and they were also really excited by the idea. They do their own developments all across the world. At the same time, being Disney inspired design, it's not that the interiors and everything will be kiddish or will be Disney. It's just the outdoor and the look and feel, and the area where you're living will be look-alike of a Disney. But when you go inside the building, it will be any other normal building, which can be interior designed by choice of the owner, or it can also be designed as Disney interior, which we are providing.
Murthy over smart.
The F1 racetrack has put the Yamuna Expressway on the world map. However, concerns on sustainability and viability cannot be ignored.
Yamuna Expressway, I think very nice infrastructure, but just basis the F1 track is not going to make a real estate development really populate.
I would say it won't take 2 decades or 1 decade. I think the minute the DMIC becomes not operational but becomes the work begins on the DMIC, opportunities will start emerging on this location.
Any big tourism industry or any big manufacturing industry wants to come to that place, the basic thing is the land. If Yamuna Expressway Authority is able to give that land, I think that is a game changer for the entire NCR region.
The first driver would be the DMIC. The next driver would be your, I would say, good industrialization, which the Yamuna Expressway authority is already talking about. I think you'll hear some news very soon where they'll be announcing some big manufacturing units being set up over here. And the third, of course, is the airport. So these things will happen in due course. And when they do, you'll see a lot of demand in this side of town.
See, the total area of this authority is around 2,65,000 hectares. It's a very big area. So we have planned to develop this area in phased manner. We have, in first phase, we are taking about 23,000 hectares in Noida, in Gautam Buddha and Gautam Buddha Nagar and Bulandshahr. Then about 12,000 in Aligarh. Then 10,000 in Agra, Mathura and Hathras.
The real estate around the expressway is not going to boom just because it is a expressway. That boom and that increment we've already seen in the past years. Now it's about habitation happening here, which will, enhance the value now.
Yamuna Expressway Authority has announced the sub-industrial area in their master plan. They are coming up more than 1,000 hectare area, which will they are planning to give the industrial industries, and this development is the only along with the Yamuna Expressway.
Urbanization takes a good 20 to 30 years. If we think today that Gurgaon is a very well developed pocket, so Gurgaon has taken 30 years to reach where it is. Noida has taken 30 years to reach where it is. Yamuna Expressway is a very new phenomenon. It's hardly 3 years old right now in terms of when one has started to see action of creation of housing stock and institution, etc. You have to give it, you have to see it in a 7 to 10 year perspective, and it's a natural progression of urbanization.
If you're talking about the big project, already Formula 1 is there. Night safari tenders are under process, which is a big attraction for the tourism industry. Disneyland is also looking for the place where it's large place where they can set up their Disneyland. And as far as the industry is concerned, already one Japanese company comes with the MOU with the JP to manufacture this, you can say, chip. More than 2,500 crores investments is there. Lot of other big size industries, and especially the announcement of Make in India by the central government. I think any big defense manufacturing unit, or you can say Airbus, something like this big want to come into the NCR, the only place is available at the Yamuna.
When the DMIC does emerge, the biggest opportunity, is not industrialization, it is warehousing, it is logistics, because the whole DMIC will be feeding various industries for their raw material, etc., etc. So the biggest opportunity on the Yamuna Expressway will be warehousing. Also, Noida, Greater Noida and Yamuna Expressway are known for industrial development. So when both these things actually merge and happen together, you'll see a lot of jobs being created over here. So then, therefore, there will be an opportunity to actually live here and work here.
Within 10 years, you will see the entire development like SEZ, different tourism hub, manufacturing hub, that definitely will come to this place only. Because of this location, because of this the availability of the land.
The industry needs power, and we are establishing 165 kVA service station. This is under PPP model, and UPPCL is establishing this service station. This will provide very good transmission and distribution network in this area.
Opportunities galore, but will the government be able to capitalize on the land bank and infrastructure alone to help boost commercial activity within this area?
I think the government needs to encourage some employment drivers coming in there, because residential is an ancillary industry. So we have to bear in mind that once the employment drivers come in that vicinity, like a large manufacturing plant or corporates is difficult, but still maybe some employment drivers. That's the time when Noida Yamuna Expressway will really pick up in terms of offtake of residential properties.
Jobs today are a challenge over there, but then the affordability of a home in that area is unbeatable. Nowhere in the NCR can you get a home in that price with such fantastic infrastructure.
Because of the land prices, the biggest, I think in the coming year, it will be the biggest hub for the affordable housing.
Whatever the programs of highways, expressways which have been implemented in the past, all those cities, all those towns have done much better than they did in the past. So really the government should make this a focus.
The government is so proactive and they were so keen to have industry over there. So they today are saying, you tell us what you want. You know, the telling industry, you want land, we'll give you land. You want power, we'll give you power. So all these things are already happening. The road networks are already up.
These expansion of Delhi and NCR will continue to happen over next 50 years or so, as new rural population will migrate into urban population, and we will have to keep the provision in the master plans in order to accommodate those growth.
Recently they are going to announce this airport in Jewar, which will be the major attraction for this authority.
This area is a future bet for industrial development.
It's just this perception people have about UP. Once that changes a bit, you'll see a lot of people manufacturing big outfits shifting to Yamuna Expressway. And there's abundant land available.